Well, I can't seem to get a link over at Tiffany's, and I was told by Sammy C to go express my opinion elsewhere, so here I am. Let's see if anybody comes in. I don't have the tens of thousands of subs that Tiffany has, but I respectfully disagree with what she's saying. I respectfully disagree with the question, how much would you pay to see your child pulled out? How much is it worth? Tiffany, stop. Stop it. Morning coffee chat. This whole, I can't help it. I respectfully disagree with Tiffany and what she's doing. Because I can promise you, hey, fraud busters, I can promise you that if it came across the news in Rogersville, Tennessee, that they had located Summer and they were filming the recovery efforts. Hey, Merrick, that there would be YouTubers, including Tiffany, running a live stream during those recovery efforts, and their super chat button would be on. I feel like this Adventures with the Purpose is being drugged through the mud. Hey, Bodie Blue. Hello, Michelle. I feel like that this Adventures with the Purpose is being drugged through the mud. Uh, this is a nonprofit group that actually doesn't sit on YouTube day in and day out doing nothing but discussing a case, arguing with people that are or are not involved in the case while collecting money off of the case. They're out there doing something. They're actually out there finding people. Yeah, Bodie Blue. Hey, Mandy C. Hey, Leo's wife. I can't believe that this Adventures with the Purpose is being drugged from hell and back because they chose to put their work behind a paywall. Nobody has to pay it. I haven't watched the video yet. Hello, Carla. I haven't watched the video yet. When it comes out, I will watch the video. Oh, Red Road Runner, my last few days have been hell on wheels, but that's a whole different story. But these people attacking this group of men who actually get off their asses and go and find people. They don't just sit on panels on YouTube and collect super chats while discussing cases. Hold on, guys. I agree, Pretty with Pistols. I don't understand why this group of gentlemen are being, you know, as the parents of Kylie, and God bless them. And what a hard day today must be for this to be her birthday. While reading news articles and discussing theories, they are finding missing people. And everybody on here makes money off of tragedy. Anybody that covers these cases and has their super chat button on, or their PayPal button on, or their PayPal running across their screen makes money. And again, I can promise you, the day they find Summer, and they will find Summer, I believe that with all of my heart. If it was broadcast, if it came on the news that they are doing a recovery effort for Summer Wells, do you know how many YouTubers would be hitting the live button and running that broadcast while sitting there collecting super chats? Hey, Zero Filters, or Zero Jills. Hey, K Love, Katie Bird, Wildflower. I don't get why these men are catching so much grief. I mean, I would be so grateful as a parent that they found my, and I'm sure the parents are, and everybody reading, this comment came from the grandfather, this comment came from the PI, this comment came from, you don't know who those comments are truly coming from. Exactly, Bodie. Why bring this kind of negativity to this group? Right, Pretty with Pistols. It's not always a crime. And to be honest with you, we don't know that Kylie's situation is a crime. Yes, things look a little suspicious. Hey, Miss Glass. I don't want to discourage these men, and I would hope no YouTuber could ever. I don't, you know, they built this business on their own pockets, out of their own pockets. So if putting something behind a paywall helps them get better equipment, or, hey, blank slate. I mean, I personally haven't gone in and signed up as a member to watch, hey, Jonathan, the 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 video. I will watch it if it becomes public, because I have questions about what's gone on too. In the beginning, I thought, okay, it was just a tragic accident, and I'm still not straying real far from that. But I don't understand bringing such negativity to, and quit asking, what is it worth to find, to what, how much is your child worth to be viewed for their recovery? I don't know. I can tell you there's been probably $500,000 or more made on Summer Wells on this platform in this community only. Exactly, Bolo. in this community only. Hey, drama, drama, drama. I guarantee you there's been over $500,000 made on. Good morning, Angel. I totally agree with you, Angel. I totally agree with you. The only reason I'm not contributing to AWP is because I'm having a situation with my bank card, which is, I don't even want to get into. I mean, what is the real argument? The fact that they're releasing the video at all, or the fact that they put it for members only? I don't get it. And I asked for a link over at Tiffany's, and maybe she wasn't reading chat, but I was told by somebody over there to go to my own panel and say what I have to say. So I did. And what I have to say is people in class houses need to stop throwing stones. Everybody, put out your YouTube, um, put out what you've made since you started covering Summer Wells. Everybody. Yes, they do need to be careful with what they say. I agree, Blank Slate. But this isn't their first rodeo. So, okay, they've put out there, something seems suspicious. Okay, maybe that shouldn't have been put out there. Uh, maybe that shouldn't have been rattled off. I'm not going to hold it against the man who just come up out of the water after finding the remains of a 15, now 16 today, year old girl. What came out of his mouth. I'm not going to hold it against him. And what they do is astronomical work. And I can't believe the negativity that's being brought to them. I mean, I'm sorry. As a parent, right, right, Blank Slate. They do typically work older, colder cases. Yes. As a parent, having my child found is worth everything than spending years not knowing. So Tiffany keeps asking, what is it worth to have your child? I don't even know what she's asking. They found more people than anybody on YouTube found. But just the answers that they gave to that young lady's family alone is priceless. So if they can, if they maybe this is their way of fundraising to get better at what they do, to get, more people on the team so they can have more than one crew out looking I don't understand the negativity at all towards this group. And you're not going to convince me again. If it came across the news tomorrow that there was a recovery effort in progress to find Summer Wells or one of these cases that these YouTubers have covered, and it was being broadcast on the news that Jay for Justice, Tiffany Marie, Bullhorn Betty, everybody, Laura, everybody would have that blasting across their screen while their super chat button is turned on. Of course, they need funding. Right. It's not the first time they've done this. Full on hypocrisy. They are the real heroes because we know local law enforcement searched that water and it was just totally overlooked. Yes, they don't charge the families. They don't say, yes, we'll go out and if we recover your loved one, it'll be $25,000. They don't do that. Well, I'm not going to say Tiffany's a piece of shit. I just don't understand what's got her in such a tizzy over this group of men who actually put on wetsuits, drove to the location. None of that is free. None of that equipment is free. The gas they spend is not free. I don't get it. I'm blown away at the negativity going towards these people, these men. Adventures with a purpose. If you're out there, how can she even begin to lump them in with Bullhorn Betty? What has Bullhorn Betty ever solved? Agree, stop animal cruelty. What other than the the family vloggers that happen to catch Gabby Petito's van on film, and they got very little credit. I think the issue is they get donations either way. They don't need to show as much as they did out of respect for her mother. Okay, sandwich maker, but you don't have to watch it either. Yes, Bethune. Yes. Gray's DNA Fund is giving names back to people. Yes. I mean, I'm a true crime enthusiast. Okay. So when I watch a documentary, hey, Texas girl, about a case, whether I'm paying for it on Netflix or I'm watching it on Hulu, Of course they covered the car. Her parents were shown the episode before anyone they okayed its release. Well, somebody needs to put that out there because I don't get it, you all. I'm sitting here, and Tiffany's not the only one that's calling, basically grouping them in with tragedy pimps. I personally would feel so indebted to this group of men that found my child, knowing that I could go years or possibly the rest of my life not knowing what happened to him. I agree, Mizu. I don't get it, guys. I just, you know, I tried to listen to Tiffany. I tried to ask her for a link, and like I said, hey, Tawanda, um, she might not have been reading chat. Somebody in the chat told me to go to my own channel and say what I have to say, so here I am. What is the problem? Because if you're going to sit there and tell me that you wouldn't watch the recovery, I get it, stop animal cruelty, but it's already happening. You know, nothing anybody has done on YouTube has brought them any closer to finding Summer Wells. Nothing. Not fighting with Jody Sue, not uh, having, you know, Don's job ripped away from him, not having Candace on panel. Nothing has brought them, not showing up at their driveway, not talking about their dogs are malnourished, not nothing has brought them any closer. Exactly, Melanie. To finding Summer Wells. But if there was a group of boots on the ground that went out there and recovered and was able to find Summer and recover her, are you going to tell me that people on YouTube are not going to cover that and make money off of it? Because you can try to tell me that, but I'm going to call you a damn liar. Do you know how many YouTubers had the news on when they were doing a recovery for Brian Laundrie's body? How many YouTubers had that on? I do think those men do it as respectfully as possible. Recovering lost loved ones, there's nothing glamorous about that. Now, imagine going into these bodies of water, not wanting to find what you're looking for, but yet wanting to find what you're looking for. I agree, Melanie. I totally agree. And I just don't understand why there's any negativity at all getting thrown at AWP. I don't understand it. They didn't have to take this case. You know how many people are missing? How many people go missing in their vehicles? They don't have to do this. They could just be underwater divers uh, doing what they started to do, which was clean up waterways. I haven't watched that Blank Slate, but I did hear about it. I don't understand, you know, that these people, and I'm not just talking about just Tiffany. Tiffany just happens to be the one that's gone live about it twice in a row now. And she says she's thinking about Kylie's parents. How is what you're saying, Tiffany, helping Kylie's parents? I haven't seen a news conference where Kylie's parents have stepped in front of a camera or a microphone and said that they have a problem with AWP. I don't know as a parent that I could have a problem with AWP. I don't think they're exploiting Kylie's death any more than what other missing children have been exploited on this freaking platform. And I'll tell you right now, if something was to happen to someone I love and they come up missing and their ping was near water, I would have no problem reaching out to AWP to help me bring my child home or my loved one home. Of course, Hurricane. They don't go live every day talking about this case. And if they said to me after returning me my loved one, hey, do you have a problem with us respectfully making a video about this so that I don't care if they said so that we can continue to get funds so that we can help the next family down the line or the next family. I don't understand it. Everybody wants to yell tragedy pimps. Ruby, I did see enough of the video to know that Kylie's family, not her mother, but Kylie's family was on scene. So her mother hearing this from a sushi waitress, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. And in reality, the first person they contact is law enforcement. When they locate a vehicle and it has remains in it, the first person, Law enforcement's on the scene. Whose responsibility is it to pick up the phone and call the family? Yes, Melanie, a $50 super chat. Which I don't care that Tiffany's making money. I don't. I don't care that anybody makes money on here. But for the love of all that's holy, why in the world would you go around trashing somebody for making money on here that actually does the work? That actually gets out there, gets in the mud and the muck, and does the work. They actually bring people home to their families. Tiffany doesn't. Laura doesn't. Nobody on YouTube does. Bullhorn Betty doesn't. Molly doesn't. Dolly doesn't. Yes, Hurricane Donna. YouTubers who have made 1 cent off someone else's tragedies have zero rights to say one word. Totally agree, Aries Fire. Clary, totally agree. But let's sit and basically trash the people that brought this little girl home. I don't understand it. I don't get it. And yes, I'm going to speak up about it. And I don't give a damn who gets mad about it. I don't give a damn who gets mad about it. I'm not members of anyone's channel. So there's a lot of things that go behind a paywall. A lot of things that go behind members only. How do we know? I agree, Clary. I agree. And after this one, they probably will go back to just doing cold cases. And then somebody's loved one can sit in a body of water until they become a cold case. Right, Denise? Kylie would still be in a watery grave if not for this group of men. But yet, somehow or another, people on this platform are finding a way to make them monsters. I know, Clary. Maybe the mother doesn't want the recovery. Ruby, okay, I'm almost positive that the mother would have to sign some sort of press release, some sort of release. Clary, if you want to get together and go live in a little while, I mean, I got some things to do right now. But if you want to get together and go live in a little while, bring your happy ass up on my panel. I'll set it up. But for all the money that has been made off the backs of missing children in this community, to give these young men hell for actually bringing this girl home, I've got a problem with it. Now, you can see it Tiffany's way or you can see it my way, because it couldn't be more polar opposites. But if you've made a dime in this community off of the back of Summer Wells or any other missing child, I know, I saw that, Quinny. I respected your comment. If you've been super chatted one dime while you've been talking about the rumors and the bullshit that surrounds Summer Wells or any other child on this platform, then quit throwing fucking rocks. Exactly, Mizzo or Mizzou. I am amazed at the people that want to call other people tragedy pimps. I know, Clary. These men traveled across the effing country to search for her. They didn't ask for a penny. They brought this little girl home to her family. This place is disgusting. It absolutely is. We don't know how much of other people's material goes behind a paywall because it's not our business. But somehow or another, it's our business that AWP decided to put something behind a paywall for what, 48 hours? And this is the reason I don't get on here. As much as I love true crime, I don't get on here and cover missing children's cases. I may post it on my community post that a child is missing. Right, Clary. They've done this for how long? But some people feel entitled. Yeah, they do it with all their videos. But I guess some people just feel entitled because I'll guarantee you the ones bitching about what they're doing has either seen that video where it's been bootlegged and played in a Discord, or as soon as it comes out to the public, they will watch it. They they've either paid the $5 and gone in and watched it, or they bootlegged it and played it in a Discord full of other people, which is basically just stealing those people's work. But when it breaks to the public tomorrow or whenever, I'll bet your sweet ass these people are going to sit through that and they're going to watch that video. Exactly, Clary. So, you know what? I stand with AWP. And I would hope and I would pray that if I was ever missing a loved one, they would be willing to help me. So Tiffany showed it in her Discord because a member had it for free. Wow. Well, I don't know that for sure, but if that's the case, Hurricane, that answers everything I need to know. So it's not the actual video of the recovery, because if you sat through it, if you watched it in your Discord, which by the way, 9 times out of 10 is a paid membership, and you actually sat through it, and now you want to come online and say how disgusting it is that they did it, but yet you took it and you watched it. She didn't agree with it being behind a paywall. So she opened a room in her Discord and allowed everyone to watch it. So it's really not that disgusting as it's being portrayed. How disgusting it is to exploit the recovery of this young lady. Because if you sat through the video, so did she open up her Discord to everyone? I mean, I didn't get an invite saying, hey, do you want to come and watch this? But then again, only paid members. Exactly. So what difference is what she's doing than what they're doing? Except they actually did the work. They have the right to the video. What is the difference then? So you're telling me, wait a minute. You're telling me that Tiffany Marie played this footage for paid members in her Discord, but she's over on her platform having a problem with the fact that the people who did the work, who own the footage, is doing that? I'm sorry. Sorry. And I tried to go up on panel and have this talk with Tiffany, but I kept getting refused a link, and I was told to leave and come to my channel and say what I had to say. So that's exactly what I did. Nobody cares about terms of service around here, Pamela. That's the thing. Nobody cares about it. You have never seen me stream someone else's material on my platform, ever. Right. And then have the super chats on. I don't understand it. Make this make sense, people. Let me simply say this, and I'm going to end this. Clary, if you want to hook up, we'll talk here behind the scenes, and maybe we'll get a couple people together to do a panel. But let me say this: I stand with AWP, and there is no price you can put on having your loved one, your child, be brought home to you so that you can lay them to rest. Adventures with a Purpose. It's AWP. So I stand with them. And the people that have a problem with what they've done, and they've turned around and they've done the exact same thing, shame on you. And for those who have sat on this platform for a year, 2 years, whatever, and got super chat after super chat after super chat for doing nothing more than talking about a case, and you want to get your knickers in a knot because a group who goes out and actually solves a case makes money off of it. Hey, Shaz, who's the real tragedy pimps? I've already subscribed to them, Jennifer Marie. I've watched their old videos. Who really should be ashamed of themselves? I just can't believe this. But I got to jump off here. I got some real life shit going on. And I wanted to go on panel and talk to Tiffany, but like I said, she either wasn't reading her chat or she didn't want to talk to me. Either way, it's cool. It's her channel. She can do what she wants. Exactly, Quinny. If you found my kid, you can show it to the world because I got my child. But I might go live later about this. Like I said, I got some real life shit happening. Um, Love you too, Tawanda. Thank you guys for coming in and listen to me carry on. I just I don't understand. Of course, Codswallop. I don't understand. And I guess I never will. So, guys, I will see you around the tubes. I stand with AWP. Thank you for bringing Kylie home, and Jed and everybody else that you've brought closure to. Thank you.